Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 35th annual Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade and Festival. We're coming to you live. My name is James Hensley. This is my husband,
Chris
Chris.
Jarvis.
We're happy to have you with us today. It's a beautiful day for the parade. Chris, what do you think?
I think Olive Avenue is full of people and vendors, and somebody's coming by selling burritos, and I didn't get one, but they walked right past us. This is put on by Fresno Rainbow Pride, which is through Community Link Incorporated, which is a local nonprofit 501c3. They've been doing this all these years. I was just telling, James and I were talking earlier, I've been to, I think, 32 of these.
And I've been to since I moved here from 96 on, I've been to every one but one. I missed one when I had to go to LA for my niece's high school graduation.
Yeah, so the first one, in case you didn't know, was about 15, 20 minutes long. The whole parade.
The first parade that we attended together, we were here for about 20 minutes.
That was in 1991. And for those first 2 or 3 years, we had the Ku Klux Klan out here protesting in full regalia. And then next year they came out in street clothes, and then they just finally disappeared and gave up because they were overpowered. But we're right across from the Tower, kitty corner from the Tower Theater, and right across the street from us, next to where the chicken pie shop was, that parking lot is where they initially had the festival. That's how big the festival was back then. How small the festival was back then. And now it's going to be, as it was last year, at Fresno City College.
Great venue.
Great venue. It's nice and cool and shady, and there's trolleys going back and forth between here and Fresno City College. The festival starts at 11, so you can catch a trolley here, and it's free, and get a ride over to City College. It is going to be hot today, as it always is.
And I highly recommend that. We walked it last year, and it was hot.
Yeah, we were like, oh, yeah, we can do this. We can just walk after being here in the heat, we can just walk over to City College, and then, of course, we had to walk back, and, of course, we regretted that. So if you want to do it, to take advantage of those trolleys or grab an Uber or something, but it is going to be, I think, 100 degrees today.
Yeah, the festival is always a great time. It's a better chance to interact with old friends that you haven't seen for a while, catch up on some of the latest news and gossip around the community, and support a lot of local vendors that are our allies, and get lots of great information on services available here in the community for all of us.
And you will need to buy a pass to the festival. Do that ahead of time. Do it on your phone. Go to FresnoRainbowPride.com. There's a link there that you can buy. Passes are $5. You walk in, you just scan your phone. You don't have to pull out a ticket or anything. And they have great new security since last year, where you just walk through a little device and you don't have to be patted down and all that, which
some people prefer.
I miss that, but maybe they'll bring it back.
Pat downs are nice.
Yeah, I mean, the wand does not really do it justice. So, but there'll be, I don't know how many booths there are this year. Probably 100 or more. 20-some food trucks. There'll be entertainment. There's an entertainment stage. There's a kids area. So there's lots to do there. And this year they're taking it to 6 p.m. So you can do that for quite a while and go check out all the people selling gifts and selling, when I said food, gifts, all kinds of stuff.
Food, gifts, trinkets,
water
all
guns,
kinds
bubble
of
guns. So
rainbow regalia.
Okay.
It's all there.
So we're about to see our first contingent here, which is the Color Guard flag presentation. And this is the Central Valley LFK Color Guard, a flag bearer group. They present the flags every year at the Pride Parade, and they're happy to be with us again today.
Great job, guys. Great job. They've got the flags, the rainbow flags, the American flag, the Mexico flag, different organizations represented. It's a great group.
Okay, and following that, we have the parade banner coming down the street. Just so you guys know, the theme of this year's Pride Parade is Stonewall. If you don't know about Stonewall, we'll talk about that for just a second. The Stonewall riots began on June 28, 1969 at the Stonewall Inn in Greenwich Village, New York City. It marked a turning point in the fight for LGBTQ plus rights. Following a police raid, patrons and residents fought back against police harassment, leading to 6 days of protests and clashes. The riots served as a catalyst for the formation of gay rights organizations and are considered a pivotal event in the gay rights movement.
And the Stonewall Inn was recently, within the last few years, designated a historical landmark here in the United States for the important role that it played in becoming the impetus for the gay rights movement all around the world.
Let's talk a little bit, though, about the website for the Stonewall Inn, which the government, as they're trying to erase DEI from the country, and many will say erase the queer community from the country. They're particularly going after the trans community. So on their site it said, you know, the LGBT. Okay, was that? I don't know what that.
I don't think that was.
That was an
float.
actual float. Okay. So
they're just running to get a snack.
Said LGBT, but they took out the T.
Yeah, they removed the Q from the website.
The T. The Q
the T.
too. It just says
T
LGBT
and the Q,
now.
Yeah. It's interesting to note that the current administration is trying to erase a lot of the history of the gay community and a lot of history of the American communities involved. And one of the reasons we do this parade every year, one of the reasons Chris and I are into the activism that we are into, is because we will not be silenced. And it's important for everyone out there to know that we are here, we exist, we play a pivotal role in society, and we will continue to do so. And also to inspire all of those people who are out there that may not have the courage to come forward yet, just to let them know there's someone here that cares about you and a community waiting to welcome you.
Yeah, and along with erasing the T and the Q from the Stonewall website that the government did recently, they're also erasing trans people all across the country in education and in companies. All right, so we begin the 35th Annual Pride Parade by remembering those that came before us and without whom this would all not be possible. The four individuals that we honor today are Jeffrey Robinson, Patty Colucci, Susan Kuhn, and Renee Potik. Because of them, we have become the Fresno Rainbow Pride and Festival we are today. They grew us from a 10-minute parade with KKK in attendance to bully, intimidate, and scare us to a 1-hour-plus parade where now the mayor of Fresno marches with us, and we have moved from a time where Don't Ask, Don't Tell kept our gay military in the shadows to U.S. Navy sailors volunteering with us open and proud, from families that would not acknowledge or accept us to free mom hugs and other allies joining our march.
In the words of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, fight for the things that you care about. That is what Jeffrey, Patty, Susan, and Renee did. They were the voices that started a chant, "We're here, we're queer, get used to it." So raise your voice and join them. We're here, we're queer, get used to it. With fists in the air, we stand with pride for all our siblings, transgender, non-binary, and allies. We start the 35th Annual Pride Parade and Festival in remembrance of Jeffrey, Patty, Susan, and Renee. We thank them for all those that came before us for making today possible. And here we have
Patty
the Grand Marshal, Cindy Williams, with her CW Ceramic Studio float.
Patty Ann Colucci. One could say the parade would never start without Patty. She was one of the parade co-chairs and put everyone in line and would start the parade marching. We honor you, Patty, today for all the work and love you provided to the community. We're going to go back and mention Jeffrey Robinson, CEO of Community Link, was one of 8 founding members of the first Pride Parade and Festival. At the age of 16, Jeffrey found the queer community and his chosen family. This is Community Link Youth Group and Gray Alliance, operating on Thursdays 5 to 12 and Friday to Saturday 5 to 1. The Fresno Hop Trolley connects Fresno State and Campus Point to popular destinations such as the Brewery and Cultural Arts District, Fresno City College, and the Tower District. Trolley departs every hour from Campus Point and the Tower Theater, with hourly departures from each stop along the route. And plan your evening without worrying about parking or finding a designated driver. Enjoy a comfortable ride and explore all that Fresno has to offer with the Fresno Hop.
Community Link's Gray Alliance, who could not be with us today, is a social club for community members who are 50 plus in age. They meet monthly at local restaurants for dinner and host a potluck on the last weekend of each month. The Fresno Youth Alliance is a social peer group that offers a safe space for the school-age lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, and allied youth community. The youth group meets Fridays at 7 p.m. at the Big Red Church.
Okay, and I'm going to go back to Jeff Robinson because I think they're speeding through here this year a little
yeah,
bit.
Yeah, they kind of ran through.
It went right past. But Jeffrey was CEO of Community Link and one of 8 founding members of the first Pride Parade and Festival. At the age of 16, Jeffrey found the queer community and his chosen family. Many times, Jeffrey stated he would not have survived without his chosen family and dedicated his life to advocating, providing services, and giving back to the community for over 40 years. Today, we honor him as an activist, leader, mentor, friend, and papa to the youth group, husband and uncle. We are proud to say his legacy will continue as we celebrate 35 years of Pride.
And coming up is the float for the Grand Marshal, Allison Murphy and Chloe Ann Lacey. Allison Murphy was a passionate and tireless advocate for the LGBTQ2+ community, particularly for those that are transgender, in honor of her daughter, Chloe Ann Lacey, who took her own life in 2010 after struggling for years with gender identity. After Chloe's death, Allison made it her life's work to create a better world for transgender and gender-expansive people. Together with allies and friends, she became one of the founding funders of the first LGBTQ2+ Studies Endowed Scholarship at Fresno State. Before she died in October of 2024, Allison established the Allison Murphy and Chloe Ann Lacey Scholarship Fund, which will support Fresno State students in LGBTQ2+ studies. Allison Murphy is the quintessential example of what true LGBTQ ally is. She never stopped fighting for our community and made certain her contributions would continue even after her death. Allie said, "Love and live out loud. Life is too short for anything other than love for all." And on a personal note, she was a very good friend to Chris and I, and we miss her dearly, and we love her. And we are part of that scholarship effort as well, and you can be too.
Allie was the definition of how you be an ally. So it's not just us in the community, it's our allies. I want to go back because, again, the memorial floats went through here really fast. Renee Potik was one of the memorials, and she was born an activist and humanitarian. Her passion was helping people be the best version of themselves, and her favorite pastime was running meditation sessions both in group and one-on-one forms. She spent her life and time advocating for women's rights and health care, culminating in a long career as a nurse practitioner. Renee was an avid supporter of the LGBTQ+ community, serving on the board of Community Link and helping run its Gray Alliance project for over 20 years. And then we need to mention Susan Kuhn as well. Susan Kuhn's memorial truck was driven by Elizabeth Dayton. I'm not even sure if they came through here, I don't know. But Dr. Dayton is Susan's goddaughter and daughter of Patty Colucci and Cindy Williams. Dr. Dayton was also in the first Pride Parade in her mother's womb. Dr. Dayton is also driving her uncle Jeffrey Robinson's truck that has been a part of every parade since '95. We remember Susan Kuhn today for being a member of the Fresno Rainbow Pride and Parade and Festival Committee. In addition, in 1980, Susan was actively involved and volunteering with the Central Valley AIDS team and was proud of her work educating sex workers with condoms and hugs. Today's parade is her parade. She passed her knowledge and experience on to the next generation, and we honor her for her lifelong work that she has given to the LGBTQ+ community. 4 pillars that continue to be the foundation of what our LGBTQ+ community stand on today. They lead us into the future with opportunities that help create in ways we could never have imagined. And so today, this Saturday, June 7th, 2025, we honor those 3 individuals and allow them to continue to lead us and pave the way for others and officially start the beginning of the Pride Parade. So they came through here really quickly this time. So I just wanted to make sure everybody got mentioned. And who's coming up now, James?
We've got Mayor Jerry Dyer, who came into office with a vision of uniting Fresno, seeking an inclusive, prosperous, beautiful city where people take pride in their neighborhoods and community. A government that listens, keeps its promises, and is owned by the people. This is his One Fresno vision, and we welcome it. Thank you very much, Mayor Dyer.
Yeah, we have had mayors in Fresno that were not supportive of us many times, so it's so nice to have Mayor Dyer make public acknowledgement of our community. He was at the flag raising yesterday, and was in the parade last year and this year, and he's a great guy.
Hey, thank you. Happy Pride, Mayor.
Okay, again, I got beads from the mayor. That's 2 years in a row. I'm just saying.
Now remember, last year they rubbed off on the neck.
Okay. All right, what's next? Up next, we have Fresno City Council President Annalisa Perea. Fresno City Councilwoman Annalisa Perea proudly represents District 1, which includes the vibrant Tower District, historic Fresno High neighborhood, and the area west of Highway 99. As Councilwoman Perea has been a dedicated advocate for the Tower District, working tirelessly to bring valuable resources to both local businesses and families. This marks her third year supporting the Fresno Pride Parade. Annalisa is a great ally of ours. She's a member of our community as well. Cool truck.
I love that fire truck every year.
Turn left. Our house is right down there. We'll take it.
Thank you. And marching with Annalisa Perea is the Human Rights Coalition of the Central Valley.
There's that bubble gun. I didn't bring my bubble gun.
Again, you keep forgetting that.
Wow, that's very cool. Annalisa is a consistent supporter of our community. She was at the flag raising, and she gives out the Harvey Milk Awards every year. She's done so much for us. Love is love, but she needs a better megaphone. Okay, this is Tyler Maxwell and Nelson Esparza. Council member Nelson Esparza has served on the Fresno City Council since 2019, representing District 17, the central southeast area of Fresno. On the City Council, Nelson champions affordable housing, economic development, and fair investment. Council member Maxwell was born and raised in District 4, covering East and Central Fresno. He has dedicated his public service career to fighting for his community by assisting victims of violent crimes, working with youth in rehab programs, as well as serving as a big brother. He's led efforts to improve parks, invest in public safety, and expand resources to families.
And go ahead.
He's launched initiatives to protect renters and workers and champion programs, expanding early childhood literacy through efforts like Dolly Parton's Imagination Library in Fresno County. Maxwell remains focused on lifting our communities.
Lithia Subaru of Fresno is proudly supporting Pride now for 10 years. At Lithia Subaru, they believe in celebrating love, diversity, inclusion, not just during Pride Month, but every day. For the past 10 years, they proudly supported the LGBTQ plus Pride Parade and the vibrant community it represents. As a longtime advocate for equality, they are committed to creating a welcoming space for all, whether you're a customer, employee, or neighbor. Love is love, and we're honored to drive progress through with every mile. Stop by our dealership at Blackstone and San Jose Avenue for a personal test drive and take home a great new or pre-owned Subaru today. Support the brand that supports you.
Okay, Kaiser Permanente Fresno stands with the LGBTQ plus community in health, harmony, and happiness. and is proud to be a sponsor of the 2025 Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade and Festival. Diversity makes communities stronger, and we're proud to make this community our home. Everyone deserves access to inclusive and affirming care, no matter who they love or how they identify. We see you and celebrate you for all that is you. Happy Pride Month from Kaiser Permanente Fresno.
Thank you very much, Kaiser. Coming up now is Grand Marshal Jess Fitzpatrick. Jess, he, him, is a queer trans man born and raised in Fresno. He started his activism as an Equality California organizer against Prop 8 in 2008. Jess has been fighting for a just and equitable world for the queer and trans community ever since. Currently, he's the founder of Gender Euphoria LLC, executive director of Gender Alchemy, works for the Fresno EOC LGBTQ+ Resource Center, co-chair for EQCA's Out Against Big Tobacco Central Valley program, treasurer of Casa Colones, and board member at large of the South Tower Community Land Trust. Outside of activism, he's a singer, storyteller, and proud husband to fellow genderqueer activist Crow Fitzpatrick, ASW, for 13 years.
Here we have Grand Marshal Nick Vargas. Nick Vargas, he, him, is a co-founder and director of development and strategy for the Source LGBT Center in Visalia. In 2024, he and Brian Poth were awarded the James Irvine Foundation Leadership Award for their innovative work on behalf of the LGBTQ+ community in the Central Valley. The Source, Visalia, doing absolutely wonderful things. And here's the flag. You can toss some money in there. They're taking donations.
Boy, they're zooming through some of this, and then we have a little bit of a break here. Coming up is the Fresno Grand Marshal, Fresno Inclusive. The Fresno Collective for Inclusive Medicine is a progressive group of physicians and allied health specialists who strive to provide equitable care to all by actively listening to the needs of their patients and their community. They recognize that patients are experts in their own lives and aim to create a special place where everyone is welcome regardless of race, gender, sex, sexual orientation, religion, abilities, and everything else that makes us human. Thank you, Dr. Julie Nicole and Dr. Sam Schmitz.
Okay, coming down the street, I see ABC 30. You may spot the ABC 30 live truck heading to breaking news, but today it's a love truck. Our media sponsor, ABC 30, has Unit 10 coming our way. Employees, including Action News reporters Vince Ibarra and Kate Nemerich, are spreading a little Disney magic along Olive Avenue. Family and friends are also sharing their pride.
Disney is the parent company of ABC 30. Get your Mickey Mouse rainbow stickers, always a hit. ABC 30 is a proud sponsor of the Fresno Rainbow Parade and Festival for the 4th year in a row. You can find great stories on the LGBTQ+ community on abc30.com/pride.
Yeah, pay attention to ABC 30, people. They are doing great stuff every year for us in our community. They have the Pride videos, and they share us. They share us on their news broadcasts all the time. There's Vince. And when media is cutting us off a lot, it's important that we have local media standing up for us. Oh, there's the little Disney truck. Action News.
You can wear this. You can wear it.
Yeah, Vince actually told me I can call him any name I want today, but I said I will call you my friend.
He went by so fast we forgot to call him a name. And there was Stetler down there with him
Stetler
as
was
well.
walking with him. That was nice to see.
Stetler from the Source in Visalia. Stetler did some great work recently talking to the media about the trans athlete, A.B. Hernandez, who was in the news in big controversy a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, and it looks like we have the Fresno Fire Department coming
Red Cross.
through.
American, is that, well, it says, okay. That's, well, the 19 fooled me. I guess that's the firehouse, not their number in the parade. Okay, they're just messing with us now. Okay. Chavez.
Here we have Luis Chavez. Supervisor Luis Chavez was elected to the Fresno County Board of Supervisors as the District 3 representative in November of 2024. Luis was raised in Fresno in the Central Valley and is the son of an immigrant farm worker and has dedicated his life to the children and families of South Fresno.
He gained experience working in Fresno County schools where he taught courses to help first-generation college students succeed. On the Fresno Unified School District Board, he worked to reduce classroom size. He fought for universal access for pre-K children. Luis has supported vocational training programs so that graduates are trained for jobs in healthcare, business administration, and auto mechanics. And here we have...
we have the artist.
No, we have P-Flag. Okay.
Okay, they're
on
throwing them out of order here.
Yeah.
Well, P-Flag is an organization comprised of parents of friends of lesbians and gays. It's a supportive group, a strong ally in the community, and we are happy to have them here with us today. P-Flag, ladies and gentlemen, if you need help and resources, contact them.
They got some rainbows going on.
Now we have the Artistry.
The Artistry is Fresno's leading cannabis dispensary and uniquely fuses cannabis and art. Their massive location at North Palm and Knees not only sells a large variety of cannabis products, but also an art gallery. They celebrate creativity, community, and culture, and has been an ally of Fresno Pride since its inception. They offer amazing deals like 50% off top brands for the day. The Artistry will be opening a second dispensary location in July on West Shaw.
Okay, I believe that may have been
the zoo. We have the zoo.
Fresno Chaffee Zoo inspires visitors to care for animals, create connections, build community, and save wildlife. With over 200 species across 40 acres, the zoo offers a diverse array of experience for all ages. From the majestic African adventure, which is beautiful, to the impressive kingdoms of Asia, which is stunning, there's always something new to explore. In honor of Pride Month, the zoo invites families to join the celebration at Rainbow Family Day on Saturday, June 14th. This vibrant event is designed to honor and uplift the LGBTQIA+ community and their allies. Attendees can enjoy a day filled with family-friendly crafts, live entertainment, local food vendors, and community resource booths.
Okay, so we're the American Red Cross. Okay, the American Red Cross provides compassionate care to those in need. Volunteers, generous donors, and employees are among the group marching today who share the mission to prevent and alleviate suffering. Here in the Central Valley and around the world, blood donation is now more inclusive for the LGBTQ+ community. You can now donate blood as a queer man. And through the advanced study, the Red Cross worked closely with partners and with our own internal LGBTQ+ Pride group to promote the study and recruit eligible study participants. There is more work to be done, and they will continue to do it. The queer community has always been an important part of their humanitarian mission, serving as employees, volunteers, and leaders responding to disasters. They train individuals in first aid and CPR and more to support communities across the country in times of need. The American Red Cross, they do a lot of good work, people. Wow, they are booking this year.
They are running through this. I think
I think they gave everybody espresso this year or something.
They don't want to have to be out in the sun too long,
I'm telling you. And now we have a gap. Okay.
They are just flying.
James, so why don't you talk about chosen family? We touched on that earlier when P-Flag came by.
Well, yeah. The term chosen family refers to the group of friends and allies that we associate with. Everyone, of course, has their own family. Some of them are extremely supportive, some of them not so much so. So when we come to the community and come out, we find friends that have same interests, friends that have same wants and social needs. So it's called chosen family. Those are the people that when we talk about our families, we can say, is that your family or chosen? Chosen family are the friends and allies that you associate with that make your life so much better. And we are forever grateful for all of our chosen family. And of course, extremely grateful for our families that support us 100%. Now we have the Consulate of Mexico coming up. They opened their doors in 1931 with the double goal of serving the Mexican community in the Central Valley and strengthening the bonds with local authorities. The consulate is a safe zone for all Mexicans without distinction of race, sex, sexual preference, or gender identity. They offer services for the LGBTQ+ community, such as recognition of gender identity, same-sex marriages, and birth registration for children of same-sex couples. They recognize, respect, and work for the empowerment of our LGBTQ plus community, Mexican community.
Okay.
They are here for you.
I'm a little terrified of this.
Oh, honey, it's
you know
okay.
I don't like mascots.
I know, but that one's a fun one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And it's pink.
I know.
You're safe.
I don't know if I'm safe. I
I'll
never know
protect
around
you.
mascots if I'm safe.
There is no.
You never know what they're planning inside
There is no crowned hamburger person here in the parade.
There better not be. If I see one crowned hamburger in this parade, I'm out.
Oh.
Look how colorful they are.
The only mascot he likes is Buckeye from the Ohio State University.
Yeah, I love
Buckeye.
Buckeye. He's fun. But I don't like mannequins. I shouldn't be telling people this. I shouldn't be putting this out there. I don't like mannequins. I don't like mascots. They scare me.
You know where we live, people. Stick a mannequin across the street waving at the house just to scare my husband once in a while.
You'll hear about it. Revenge is sweet. Look at this. Look at
This
what they're
is
balancing
beautiful.
on their heads. My gosh.
I can't even balance myself walking through a room.
What an amazing contingent this is. Look at this.
Gorgeous, bright and colorful. How wonderful.
Let's just listen for a second.
What a beautiful float and a great group of people. Thank you guys so much.
Coming up right behind them is the Golden One Credit Union. Golden One Credit Union is one of the largest credit unions in the nation and proud to serve the Fresno community. Founded in 1933, Golden One is committed to creating more equitable and financially inclusive California. Their employees live their mission of empowering their 1.1 million members and communities every day. Be sure to visit Golden One's booth at the festival right after the Pride Parade. Okay, we have LGBTQ Fresno. The mission of LGBTQ Fresno is to enhance the well-being of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, and two-spirit communities by providing activities, programs, and services that create and support community, empower community members, provide essential resources, and embrace, promote, and support our cultural diversity. LGBTQ Fresno, people. What's in there, you think?
I don't know. There was a mannequin in there, so I'm glad you didn't see it.
I missed the mannequin. Thank God.
All right, now coming up in front of us, ladies and gentlemen, is the Imperial Dove Court. The Imperial Dove Court de Fresno Incorporated is a 501c3 nonprofit organization serving the LGBTQ plus community for over 45 years. The IDC raises funds to make grants to charitable organizations within and outside the LGBTQ plus community. The reigning monarchs guide the court to further community fundraising efforts to charitable organizations within and outside the community.
Okay, and right after them is T-Mobile, the best in the world at connecting people to their world. T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network. T-Mobile. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles.
You should have brought your bubble gun.
I should have brought my bubble gun.
Now coming up behind them, ladies and gentlemen, is the Clovis Unified School District. Clovis Unified educators and staff, they are so excited to show their visibility and support for the Fresno Pride Parade. They want the Central Valley to know that they support our students and colleagues. They see you, they hear you, we wear your colors.
The Clovis Unified School District. More bubbles. It's important for the schools to support us because education is in danger of being revised so much that our community is kind of disappearing in a way. So.
And kids in school need to know that there is support for them, that there is a community for them, and that they belong.
All students! All students! All students!
All students.
All students!
All right, coming up now is Camp Out Fresno.
All right, Camp Out is a 45-year-old annual LGBTQ plus camping event for those 21 and older. And those who like camping, it's not going to be me.
Not me.
Camp Out takes
No.
place the weekend after Labor Day with a new theme each year, with campers encouraged to dress up and decorate. The weekend-long event includes games, activities, 4 meals, 2 beer bus, parking, and your campsite for $60 per person. This year's theme is Camp Out 2025 Heroes versus Villains, starting Friday, September 5th through Sunday, September 7th. Dress up in your favorite Marvel or DC character and go have a super time.
This
Camp
year's
Out.
theme is the magical
There's
house on the
Sherry.
mountain.
Hi,
Sherry.
Sherry's driving the truck. Look at that little hat she's got on.
Love the hat.
Visit campoutfresno.com and visit their booth at the festival. Happy camping, everybody. State Center Community College District.
The colleges of the State Center Community College District want you to know that you belong here. Fresno City College, Reedley College, Clovis Community College, and Madera Community College campuses are welcoming, accessible, and student-centered.
And that was Carol Goldsmith in the vehicle there.
Dr. Goldsmith is a former Grand Marshal, proudly serves as Chancellor of the State Center Community College District. It's 4 colleges that serve over 60,000 students. Everyone at State Center wishes you a happy Pride.
I see big mannequin-like
Oh, it's just
mascot.
yard things.
Oh, my.
Those are the different mascots for the State Center Community
Okay, that's
College
fine, but
District.
they're scary. Can we just...
Oh, they're not scary.
Okay.
That's a fun tiger.
Fresno City College, FCC Rainbow Alliance Staff and Faculty Association is a proud sponsor of Community Link. As a college campus association, they are committed to building an LGBTQ plus community network that supports staff, faculty, and students. They provide for professional development, educating our professionals on how to be supportive and inclusive. They hold an annual scholarship gala fundraiser to ensure students have funds to support their educational needs.
Oh, and thank God you missed the ram. They had a live ram.
Did they? Oh, he's moving. We saw Nazarene Johnson there.
Yep.
They got a big contingent. Look at these people. Hey, they get to ride in this shade with air conditioning.
Yeah.
I wonder I wonder if it's a lottery to get
We
those
need
seats.
to talk to Lavette and Eric and get their little card out
We
here.
do. Okay. I think we've got
No, we've still got Reedley College coming through and Clovis Community, I'm sure. This is a large contingent for the State Center Community College
it's all under that
District.
one. I was saying, okay, I didn't type that one out. Okay. Reedley College following up here. You know, they test us every year doing this. They change the order sometimes, and sometimes the contingents are a lot bigger or a lot shorter than we thought they would be. So.
But what a great time we have doing
Yeah,
this.
it's
How much
live.
fun is
Yeah.
it? It's live. Anything can happen live.
And probably will.
Yeah.
Like that live mascot that got by. I don't know why I'm afraid of mascots.
You're safe. It all goes back to Mr. Clean when you were a child.
Mr. Clean, I'm terrified of Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean's in the parade today, too.
There are several
Different,
Mr. Clean.
well, it's a different Mr. Clean.
Several iterations of
Yeah.
Mr. Clean. He's hip now.
He is. He's better now than when I was a kid. Happy group. Happy group.
Happy kids. I had a couple people from Reedley College work for me at the flower shop.
Wow, this is quite a contingent here. Clovis Community College is just going by. All right, we got the Central California Blood Center.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta find where they're at in the book.
Okay, well, this is the Central California Blood Center, you guys.
Monty, you lied to me. Central California Blood Center. It's very important for anybody to donate blood as much as you can. There's never a shortage
Remember
of
that as
need
gay
for it.
men, we were not allowed for decades to donate blood, and now you can. So get out there and donate blood and help your community in ways we haven't been able to for a very long time.
At one point, they had ridiculous exemptions put on us, and you had to jump through so many hoops. But now you can go down there and get signed up and donate and help people in need.
Okay, here we go with Out
Out
Loud Sports.
Oh, no.
We know them. Strut, Sachet, and Serve. Out Loud Sports is bringing the sparkle to the sidelines and the sass to sports. With several kickball teams, multiple pickleball teams, and 4 sessions a year, this league is where the LGBTQIA community comes to work and play. Think cleats with flair, drinks with drama, dinks with drama, and I'm going to say drinks. That's a fun group, people. You should join it or just go out and watch them play.
Chris and I sometimes stop
comes
by, and
Gilbert.
here's Gilbert. Gilbert's one of the leaders of the group. We sometimes love to stop by and,
there he
and
is.
have
He's on
fun.
camera now. That's what he came over to be on camera.
Good. You guys having a good
We're
time?
having a great time. We got out here really early, and the parade has been absolutely amazing. This turnout is so stunning. It's great.
Gilbert's only stopping by because I threatened to talk about him if he didn't. So
That's why I had to stop. I had to stop and say hi to you guys.
you guys are a great group. We love helping you guys out. Have a great time.
Happy Pride.
Okay, this is Fresno Unified School District. This is the 6th time in the parade with over 300 students, families, and staff in their contingent. This year, the theme is Love is Louder in Fresno Unified.
Absolutely.
You'll notice their float showcases art as activism. See the beautiful handmade hearts of encouragement, support, and empowerment created by GSA clubs, staff, and families. They want everyone to know they are loved and belong in FUSD. Annual events include October's LGBTQ plus History Month Showcase, February's Unity and Love is Love dances for their 24 GSA clubs, a strong safe space for all, poster campaign, and extensive professional learning for staff leading to support and access to resources for LGBTQ plus students. They celebrate pride together and share joy being part of a school district that loves and celebrates LGBTQ plus students, staff, families, and allies. Look at all these kids.
Wow, what a great group. Happy Pride, kids.
You know, it's important that since we are constantly being accused of
nasty things.
Yeah, of being having negative impact on our youth. This is so important that youth get out here and show other youth that aren't able to be here.
I could not have imagined being able to march openly in my school group when I was, well, of course, that was many, 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 many years ago. And this just shows you how far we've come and
years,
why this is needed. I'm sorry?
By years, you mean decades, right?
Decades.
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 When dinosaurs ruled the earth.
Yes.
Okay, up next, we have...
This is 31.
Oh,
this is
this
still
is still
Fresno
the school.
Unified.
Oh, my
yes,
gosh.
they had over 300 people in their contingent this year.
Here's a whole other truckload of them.
I am who I am, and I'm proud of who I am. Absolutely, kids. Way to go.
Together in pride, stronger with pride. This is so important, you guys, that the youth understands that there is a community for them, and the community understands that youth need support.
And I love that sign. The bravest thing you can be is yourself.
They decorated with all these hearts and these personal messages. Okay, coming up, we have Casita Feliz.
Founded in 2023, Casita Feliz Latina LGBTQ plus Center provides comprehensive support promoting health, equity, and justice for Latin, LGBT plus underserved communities.
They offer holistic programs, community education, supportive services, fostering health, equity, and social justice. Groups include the Esperanza Senior Group, the Aguila LGBTQ Community Group, the Bienestar Mental Health Support Group, and the Sylvia Rivera Book Club. Free summer activities include yoga, arts, crafts, Mexican bingo, loteria, movies, and barbecue. They hope to secure future funding to expand HIV/STI testing. The founder is Lady Diana Felice Olivia, MSW. She's worked in the field of social services and public health for 30 years. Her interest, this is back to Diana, her interest has been advancing the development of public policy that addresses community-level health and social programs. Please visit their website at casidafelice.org. I feel like we're on fast forward a little bit.
I feel like, you know,
I don't know
this
if
is
it's us or...
taking me back to the mid-'80s with some enhancement. I mean, my gosh, they're just flying through here.
What a great crowd. Look at this crowd in front of the Tower Theater, people. The Tower Theater is so important to the queer community in the Tower District.
Okay, and here we have coming up Assemblymember Dr. Joaquin Arambula, who was elected in 2016 to represent the 31st District, and that includes the Tower District and 62% of the city of Fresno. He is the first Latino physician elected to the California Assembly and has championed helping thousands more people have access to full-scope Medi-Cal coverage, regardless of immigration status. To ensure a better quality of life, Assemblymember Arambula has also secured millions of dollars in state funds for communities and organizations in the 31st District for infrastructure, public safety, housing, education, river conservancy, arts and culture, and more.
And this is the South Tower Community Land Trust. The mission of this group is to build community control of land, housing, and civic resources centered in the South Tower neighborhood. They envision a barrier-free South Tower creatively building shared prosperity and wealth. Join them for the 3rd Annual Queer Housing Summit this August.
Oh, they're throwing pennies on the ground.
Well, because we're gonna not have pennies soon, so.
Every day I find a penny on the ground somewhere.
Better start hanging on to them.
I do.
We better get those coins in the cup at home transferred to real money because they won't be worth anything after a while.
Oh, they'll still be worth it. They'll just be considered antiques, like us.
Wow, some people did some really amazing floats this year. That
There's
was
some beautiful
a great
floats.
one by the South Tower Land Trust.
And I'm loving the music.
Yeah, and the school districts, they had such big contingents this year. We never know how things are going to happen because of the current political climate in this country, and a lot of people are afraid to be out and about and to be who they are. But you know, we want to say over and over again, you never need to be afraid of that. You need to find your community support. And up here we have Esmeralda Soria. Assemblywoman Esmeralda Soria represents the 27th Assembly District, serving communities in Fresno, Madera, and Merced counties. Prior to the State Assembly, Soria served on the Fresno City Council, where she proudly represented the Tower District. Assemblywoman Soria is a proud LGBTQ ally and supports state legislation that will protect and expand the rights of LGBTQ youth and community. She's fighting for the Central Valley in Sacramento, making sure that we get our fair share of resources for housing, healthcare, education, public safety. The entire Soria team wishes everyone a happy Pride.
And this is still part of Esmeralda Soria's group, with a special thank you to the Gill Auto Group for providing the vehicle.
Esmeralda has been an amazing supporter of our community, and we thank her for that. And this poor dog needs some water.
Coming up behind Esmeralda Soria's group is a community health system. It's a locally owned and operated healthcare network. Community Health System respects and celebrates the Central Valley's rich and diverse heritage. Their commitment to diversity and inclusion is the cornerstone of patient care and work culture. All are welcome as valued members of their community, whether patient, employee, physician, student, or visitor. Community Health System.
They have a free mom's hug woman in there.
Yeah. Free Mom Hugs is a great thing that started a couple years back with people going to parades and just offering free hugs of support for kids.
All right, this is Haven. Haven Fresno is a newly established cannabis dispensary nestled in the heart of Fresno, being a safe space for people from all walks of life, just like cannabis itself. Haven is everyone's home to Haven is everyone's home to explore everything related to cannabis. Visit them at 1704 East Belmont Avenue. They're here to guide you. Okay, I think we have, did you see the number in the corner there? Yeah, Fresno County Department of Behavioral Health.
Okay, the Fresno County Department of Behavioral Health. They're proud to be supporters and participants in the Fresno Pride Parade for many years. The department is committed to providing equitable service to all residents of Fresno County, including all members of the LGBTQ plus community. The department proudly partners with community groups striving to provide affirming and responsive services to the LGBTQ plus community. For more information or to seek mental health or substance use services, visit hopefresnocounty.com. That's hopefresnocounty.com. Mental health is a very important thing to take into consideration when getting through your day. Reach out if you need help. There's no shame. Everybody deserves a chance to be listened to.
And again, you know, as we see what might be coming down the road with healthcare in this country, it's important to secure your healthcare and find access to healthcare that will serve you. And it may get a little challenging on the road ahead with that.
Here we have Jim Costa.
Oh, look at Jim in there.
Jim is our congressman here for the Central Valley and has been serving our districts for quite a while. We appreciate all his efforts and help.
Okay, we have Q97. Oh, God, is this Mr. Clean?
This is Mr.
Okay,
Clean.
Q97 is one of the top-rated radio stations in Central California. Don't miss the Greg and Dre morning show, weekdays from 6 to 10, and Central Cali's best music all day. Find them on social media at Q971 Radio and online at Q971.com. Thank you, Q97.1, for their help in promoting today's event.
He was just sort of driving down like he got caught in the middle of the parade.
I know,
huh?
he just drove on the wrong road and got in here. So that, you know Mr. Clean, right?
Yes, I know Mr. Clean personally from Q97.
Yeah. And I have this irrational fear of Mr. Clean from the.
And he's aware of it. Yes.
Oh, he is.
Yes.
What was Mr. Clean's? Or what's the product that Mr. Clean sold?
Mr. Clean was
some kind of disinfectant or
cleaner.
something.
Yeah. For the we have the Mr. Clean erasers now at home.
Yeah, and I'm working through that.
I had to take them out of the box and put them in a different container.
Yeah. I'm working through it. I'm evolving.
Again, that ties into the Department of Behavioral Health and people who need.
You're saying I need mental health care, is what you're saying.
Well, you got to get through this Mr. Clean thing, honey. I'm losing my hair.
And the mascots. Okay. Do we have? We just have some people that wandered in. No, is this? Okay, this is Embark coming down the way here. Embark is California's favorite neighborhood shop celebrating cannabis for the curious, the expert, and everyone in between. Embark.
And I see Greg and Anthony in the crowd with Embark.
They just walked right by us.
Absolutely. So now we're open to talk about them because they did not stop by.
Well, the socks need work. That's all I'm saying.
I think he was a big Gwen Stefani fan. I think that was the point.
Yay for Embark. Embark is the one on Gettysburg, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're at number
45.
Fresno State University.
California State University Fresno was founded as Fresno State Normal School in 1911 and became a teacher's college in 1921 and has offered advanced degrees since 1949. The popular nickname is Fresno State. Groups represented by Fresno State include the LGBTQ plus and gender-affirming care programs and services.
Okay, sorry. And this is Fresno Animal Center. The Fresno Animal Center proudly serves city residents by offering comprehensive animal-related services, including animal control, adoptions, and reuniting pets with their families as a community hub. The center is dedicated to keeping pets in their homes and fostering strong connections between people and their pets. And now look at the space we have that we could have used. Oh, look at the little kitty cats. I'm sure I remember Brian said they were going to have adoptable pets at the festival this
I
year.
don't know. I know one of the local animal rescue groups lost one of their trucks that they use in different events, so they may not be having that available.
You know, we
here.
interviewed Brian recently on the It's a Queer Thing, THANG podcast that Kalia and I host and produce, and James is going to be co-hosting on the June 20th episode. And Brian said that every year those pets are completely all adopted from the festival.
Wonderful to hear. Wonderful to hear.
And they
all
never-
of ours have been adopted.
They never have enough cats, but that's all right. There's always a couple of cats there. Cats are getting a better rap lately. I see all these commercials with adult men with their cats, which used to be like, you can't be a man with a cat.
Well,
I beg your pardon.
We love our cats. We've had several adopted kitties, and I have one at the shop that we have had now for a number of years, and they bring us great joy. So if you have the resources available, rescue a cat,
Always
rescue a dog.
Always rescue.
Yep, don't buy, rescue.
Okay, who do we have here? There we go. Pride Alliance.
We have the UPS group.
This group works to promote a culture of inclusion and acceptance through leadership, development, and engagement at UPS and in the community. The group is committed to mobilizing the talents of the LGBTQ plus community and its allies to foster creativity and inclusion while encouraging individuals to bring their whole authentic selves to work. This is the UPS Pride Business Resource Group. Is there a UPS truck? There is a UPS truck coming up the way.
It's not Amazon. Don't get excited.
I get stuff from UPS. They can deliver right here to this table. That would be so funny if I had something delivered to the table. I have to work on that for next year. Happy Pride. Well, again, no packages for me this year.
Taisha!
James is trying to contact his UPS driver out there. Look, they have packages in the truck.
They do.
Okay, up next, we have, going backwards here.
42 and 43.
We have the Stonewall Democrats and the Fresno County Democratic Women's Club. Fresno Stonewall Democrats is dedicated to advancing equal rights for everyone and is named after the famous Stonewall riots of 1969. They meet regularly to discuss political issues and engage in activism that supports equality and representation. They can be found, there's Terry Stacia with them. They can be found on social media or on the web by searching for Fresno Stonewall. Walking and riding with them in solidarity are other Democratic organizations and allies, including the John Robert Lewis Democratic Club, Fresno County Young Dems, and Fresno County Democratic Women's Club. The historic Fresno County Democratic Women's Club was founded in 1932 and is the oldest Democratic club in Fresno.
In California.
Not Fresno, California. Okay, we have the St. James Episcopal Cathedral.
The St. James Episcopal Cathedral proudly walks in the Fresno Rainbow Pride Festival. They are a congregation that welcomes LGBTQ plus friends to celebrate God's grace and love and worship in action. You will find them at the corner of Cedar and Dakota, where they have Sunday services in English at 8 and 10:30, and Mass in Spanish is at 10:30 a.m. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and stjamesfresno.org. We are about halfway through this parade, people. And no Bloody Marys on the table.
And that was a mistake.
Yeah. Shout out Tracy Cisneros. Where's my Bloody Mary?
She just drove by earlier.
I know.
She yelled
and
at us,
didn't
but she
stop.
didn't. Okay, who do we got here? This is
Willow Avenue Mennonite Church.
There you go.
Willow Avenue Mennonite Church is a historical peace church in Clovis where Jesus welcomes all. They are located at 2529 Willow Avenue. Their website is willowmennonite.org.
Okay, and coming up is Community United Church of Christ. Are you turned off by the preachers and politicians who talk about Jesus but don't follow his ways of love, forgiveness, and compassion? Folks at
Yes.
Community United Church of Christ feel the same way. They're not perfect, but they don't pretend to be. They want to love as God does, with open heart and open arms. And behind them is the United Japanese Christian Church. They are a multicultural and multi-generational church that welcomes all. UJCC is located on Villa Avenue between Herndon and Sierra Avenues in Clovis. Be sure to stop by the UJCC booth at the festival today and engage in fun activities and pick up your special origami figure. I want an origami figure. Okay, now we have University Presbyterian.
University Presbyterian Church joyfully shares God's love with all in our community without limitation, exception, or condition. Meeting at 1776 East Roberts in Fresno, they have a 10 a.m. English and Lao services and sponsor many events. Whether you're a reader, a hiker, or a music lover, you'll find sisters and brothers with whom to share your journey at UPC, University Presbyterian Church. Find them at upcffresno.org.
Did you see the half human, half animated, or half
Balloon, yes.
balloon? Yeah. You know.
You're okay with that?
No, well, it's better. At least there's a human being in there.
Well, there's a human being in the mascot
But I can't
costume.
see them. So you don't really know for sure.
30
do you?
years I got to put up with this.
Tell
You
me.
hear this?
Yeah. Okay.
This
Okay.
is the Soji Task Force.
And no number, but they're in here somewhere. Maybe. Okay. This is the Sogi Task Force. You know, they
don't
may have
see.
been with the United Japanese.
That could be.
Yeah. I don't know. Nobody tells us anything. We just
No.
show up. We're just the talent.
We just pretend that we know everybody.
It's such a great event every year because we were speaking with Lori earlier about how, you know, a lot of times you don't see people in the queer community on a regular basis. And today, on this day, you know, you get to see a lot of people you don't see throughout the year. So it's real nice. And the festival's going to be great, too. Don't forget the festival starting at 11 o'clock at Fresno City College.
Absolutely.
And here we have coming up the street,
Wesley United Methodist Church has been proudly open and affirming since 1986 because love isn't new and neither is our pride. They're here to celebrate faith, inclusion, and the fabulous diversity of God's people. Come as you are, all are welcome, all are affirmed, all are loved.
And so if you don't know, the reason that the Fresno Pride Parade is on a Saturday, because it used to be on Sundays back in the day, is so that the churches could all participate. So we welcome them here, and we appreciate their support. Sometimes it's hard to find a church if you're a person of faith, and there are so many that reject the queer community. All of these churches in the parade today are welcoming, accepting places. So if you need some place, contact one of these churches. And here comes the flag, the big rainbow flag that they are collecting donations. Okay. And the big red
Now
church.
coming up, the Big Red Church. The Big Red Church celebrates 75 years as the Tower District landmark. For the past 3 decades, it has sought to be an open and affirming refuge for all in its community and a welcoming place for those who walk through its doors to feel completely at home and accepted.
And right behind them is the big rainbow flag. You can toss in your donations. I like the people that are hiding underneath the flag in the shade.
Yes.
Very tricky.
The smart people.
Yeah. Well, the short people.
Yes.
Lots of churches in the parade this year.
Lots of religious groups.
It just shows you don't have to be rejected if you're a person of faith and a member of the queer community. There are places that will welcome you. And the queer community does a lot of events and has a lot of functions at the Big Red Church.
Yes.
And also Wesley. And a lot of the churches in town are very welcoming to us and provide us with a space when we need to have an event.
You know, as someone who grew up Catholic, to search and find what it is you're looking for spiritually is often a difficult journey. And to have so many open and affirming churches available to people out there, if you are searching for faith, then that's a great thing to have.
Hey, Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry. How are you? Love the hat.
Come here,
Love
Sherry.
that hat.
Come here.
Come in and say hi.
So tell us about Camp Out this year.
Oh, Camp Out. It's
Well, I already talked very briefly.
45th year, $60 for all you can eat, basically 3 meals, 4 meals, beer busts up on private property above Oakhurst.
Cool.
It's the longest running LGBTQ camping event in California.
Cool.
Nice.
There you are.
Have a great day, honey.
Was that quick enough?
The New
right.
Thought community is a diverse spiritual family guided by universal principles and devoted to awakening to the divine presence within each of us. They are committed to loving, inspiring, and healing. They are a safe, sacred place for all. And so it is. Aho, Ashe, Amen.
And behind them is Temple Beth Israel. For over 100 years, Temple Beth Israel has served the Jewish community of Fresno and our region. They continue to engage in interfaith activity, and their members have long been involved in all aspects of Fresno life. Together with the North American Reform Movement of Judaism, they welcome the LGBTQ plus community.
There's our dear friends with Temple Beth Israel. We
Rabbi
love you
Rick.
guys.
Rabbi Rick.
Have a great day.
Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno. It's right behind them. And somewhere in our list.
Nah.
Okay.
Well, we know the UUC Church is an affirming church for all community members, gay or
And
straight.
this one here is the Mountain Unitarian Universalist, marching proudly with love in action. This is Mountain Unitarian Universalist, founded on radical inclusion, justice, and joy. They are a vibrant spiritual community rooted in the Sierra Mountains. And they welcome LGBTQ organizations as they show up together for equality, dignity, and liberation for all. Whether you call them a church, a fellowship, or a movement, they call this love in action, creating change.
Whew, I think somebody just walked by from Embark.
Yeah, somebody is participating. Absolutely. And, you know, we'll see, because I know the Girl Scouts are coming up, but I'm probably not going to get any cookies today either.
Well, see, you have to have the people from Embark go by first, and you can partake in their product, and then they'll buy the
Somebody
cookies.
who
Marketing.
knows Embark just went
Marketing.
by. So this is El Ritmo Drum and Bugle Corps. Introducing the Pride of the South Valley Color Guard, presented by El Ritmo Drum and Bugle Corps, located in Hanford, California. The El Ritmo Drum and Bugle Corps is the newest drum corps to come out of California and currently has competitive winter guard and winter percussion programs competing at the South Valley Winter Arts Association, Sierra Cup Classic Indoor, and Winter Guard International.
Oh, and look, just above that was actually SOGI, stands for Sexual Orientation, Gender Identity, and Expression, the group that came by earlier. LGBT groups make up a large portion of that group.
Let's watch this flag twirling. All right, he's happy.
Girl, I'm tired. I ain't flipping no more. Sashay, girl. Sashay. You know, as someone who walked the Rose Bowl Parade, I can tell you, even though this is not the same length, it takes a lot to do this.
Okay, this is Fresno Madera Service City Council. The California Teachers Association has long been an advocate for quality and inclusion in the classroom across all races, backgrounds, and genders. We all want the same, to provide students with the with the resource public education they need and deserve. Equitably. There you go. As educators, they care deeply about the health.
Coming up now is 911 Paranormal Rescue Fresno, a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping families in paranormal situations. They offer community events with proceeds benefiting historical locations by hosting night tours and community events. Call them today. They believe you.
There's a hearse going by.
Maybe they can help you with your paranormal
God
response
no,
to
'cause
Mr. Clean.
God knows what's in there. I mean, you don't know. Okay, coming up the street is the League of Extraordinary Furries. The League of Extraordinary Furries is a Central Valley group of furries dedicated to building a queer-based furry community wherever they go. Is that Beetlejuice? I think I
Yes,
see
it is.
That was Beetlejuice.
Girl, it's hot out here. I couldn't be in a furry today.
Oh, they're here to get me, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, she's got paws.
To paraphrase the song from our youth, don't look, Ethel!
Oh, look at the animal heads. This is not right, people. I'm scared of these things. Oh, that one looks friendly.
Yeah, you just need to sit down and chat with them and understand better.
Yeah, it's going to take some work. Okay, who do we have coming up next? We have the California Health Collaborative. California Health Collaborative is a statewide nonprofit organization whose mission is to change people's lives by improving health and wellness. They have 9 offices throughout the Fresno and Sacramento, Visalia, Hanford, and Fresno, and their programs work to elevate community voices and connect community members to mental health, substance use prevention, youth development, sexual reproductive health, and other healthcare resources. Give it up. Be proud and be healthy. This is the City of Fresno Department of Transportation.
Fresno Area Express is thrilled to participate in this year's Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade and Festival in support of our LGBTQ plus community. They proudly serve all members of our community. FACS is essential in connecting neighborhoods, enhancing mobility, and fostering inclusivity. Don't forget to pride the bus.
Oh,
Get
Pride the
it?
Bus.
Pride.
Get it? Pride the Bus.
Dad jokes at 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning.
In the middle of a parade. That seems apropos.
No doubt. Next to the spot, I will remind you of where Chris and I helped repaint the artwork on the sidewalks here at the crossing a couple weeks ago. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun. And coming up, we have the Ash City Roller Derby. Hello, Fresno. This is Ash City Roller Derby, a team that loves and celebrates our incredible community. They're actively recruiting and welcome everyone, no matter who you are or where you're from. This team takes pride in being a truly inclusive, vibrant part of Fresno. Just like our community, they are bold, diverse, and full of color. Find them on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok by searching for Ash City Roller Derby. Come skate with them, cheer them on, or simply say hello together. We roll with pride. The Ash City Roller Derby.
PG&E.
Okay, here is PG&E truck.
Are they part of the parade, or is somebody's service out and
I
they're
think
coming
their
to
service
check?
is out and they're coming through. But thank you, PG&E.
PG&E is proud to be a part of the Rainbow Pride Parade today, and we appreciate them.
We're just as surprised as some of you right now.
What?
Nothing. Okay, we're going back to the Expo party. Expo Event Productions is a full-service event company proudly serving the Central Valley, California, and the Western United States. From intimate gatherings to full-scale productions, their expert teams in AV, rentals, trade shows, and creative design collaborate to bring any event vision to life. The Expo party.
Oh, we went all the way back to the 40s.
Yeah, they are flipping it around. Expo Event Productions, exporentals.com. Okay, we're
68 is
Okay.
ampersand.
okay.
Ampersand Ice Cream is a small batch handcrafted creamery with our flagship shop located on the corner of Echo and Weldon in the Tower District. Ampersand.
Ampersand, no samples. No samples from Ampersand.
Well, if Embark couldn't give them out.
What
you
a
know.
cute little trailer, though.
That's
Look at
dinosaur alert, dinosaur alert.
that. Oh, my God. I need some special glasses that block out the mascots. Okay, we have the National Women's Political Caucus of Fresno. They are a pro-choice, multicultural, intergenerational, and multi-issue grassroots organization. They are dedicated to increasing women's participation in the political process and creating a true women's political power base to achieve equality for all women. Amen. They recruit, train, and support pro-choice women candidates for elected and appointed offices at all levels of government, regardless of party affiliation. We need more women in politics. We need more women in power. We need a woman president. That's what we need.
And coming up next, I believe, is the Department of Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies at Fresno State. The department at Fresno State houses a major and minor program in Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies and a minor in LGBTQ2+ studies. They have a strong history of supporting trans and queer people in the Central Valley. Check them out.
There's our friend, Dr. Kat Faubert, marching.
Kat Faubert, the recent recipient of the Harvey Milk Award here from
Just
the county
yesterday,
of Fresno.
Absolutely. Casita Feliz also won a Harvey Milk Award yesterday, and so did Color Me Chula.
Color Me Chula.
And there was one other, and I apologize. I'll get back to it
We
and
have
find it.
Oasis coming up now.
Yeah, number 100. Okay, we're 100. I don't even have a 100. Okay, well, we don't know. This is Oasis Legal Services. Yeah, I know they're not on here because I know Oasis Legal Services because we've had them on the It's a Queer Thang, THANG podcast. They've been on our show. They're a great service and really important right now as immigrants are fighting for their rights in this country. And a lot of their work is pro bono. This is UCSF Fresno. Medical education program has been in the Central Valley since 1975, training students, residents, and fellows in the medical profession. They are dedicated to making healthcare more accessible and inclusive for all patients in the Central Valley. UCSF Fresno Medical Education Program.
Actually proud to be providing the flowers for their graduation ceremony this
There's
coming
Marilyn Watts
Friday.
coming up the street.
And our dear friend Marilyn, how are you? Happy Pride, baby.
I got way behind my group. Okay.
Marilyn Watts is her own contingent. Okay, this is Fresno Pride Color Guard.
75.
They are a group of talented performers with one mission, and that is to promote equality and visibility through their art of color guard. This year, they are truly honored to give you their performance. If you would like to know more about Fresno Pride Color Guard, please follow them on all social media outlets, and let's watch them. I wonder how much practice it takes to pull these routines off.
Oh, quite a bit, I would imagine. Now coming up, the Girl Scouts of Central California South. Considerate and caring, courageous and strong, making the world a better place. These are just a few things the Girl Scouts of Central California South stand for. The girls you see here today, their families and troop leaders want to remind you that Girl Scouts are here to welcome every girl from every kind of family. They work hard to empower girls to stand up for what they believe in, fight for what is right, lift each other up, and be the leaders of tomorrow.
The Girl Scouts are an incredibly welcoming organization and a fair and inclusive organization. And again, I'm just going to say it, I didn't get any
No
cookies.
cookies.
I bet you there's cookies in that little wagon right
I
there.
bet they have some in the car. I mean, come on.
Doesn't help me now. Look, there's probably cookies in there too. They're saving them for the festival.
We have cookies
people.
at home.
I want to be given stuff when the parade.
I'll
people
give you a box when we get home.
No, by the people in the parade, not by you.
Oh, you're freebieing it now. Okay.
No, I don't care about the freebie. It's not about. It's like the beads from the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got beads from
Tradition.
the mayor. It's about
Tradition.
It's about giving back, James,
Oh, I see.
or giving to Chris.
Giving
James.
giving back to Chris.
Giving
yes.
back to
okay.
Chris. Can we start that
Then
campaign?
it makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
GBTC, Giving Back to Chris. I'm working on this.
Oh, my goodness.
It'll be on my next podcast on the It's a Queer Thing, THANG podcast.
I just want to give a quick big shout out to our dear friend Gina Adams with the Fresno County Department of Public Health, who couldn't be with us today. We miss you, Gina. We love you. Hi, Brian.
Oh, Home Depot. Home Depot.
The Home Depot representing more than a dozen Home Depot stores in Central Valley and beyond. The Home Depot stands behind their core values of doing the right thing, taking care of our people, building strong relationships and respect for all people, which includes supporting their LGBTQ team members and customers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Home Depot. And there's my friend Damon. Oh, my God, and Mason. Great job, guys.
And let me say, they came over and they handed me something. Now,
What'd
see,
you
this
get?
is the way it's, I don't know, it's something I have to put together. But
Oh, my gosh.
it's a little house or something. Oh, look, it's a little Home Depot house. See, all I have to do is say it in the microphone and people bring me stuff. Wow, there's a lot of Home Depot people up there.
Oh.
Oh, look at this
I think I was just
look at this
sharing
little
phone.
baby here. Doesn't know it's their first Pride Parade,
Aw,
I'm assuming.
but they're having a great time.
They are.
There's an ice cream salesman. You want an ice cream?
No, I don't.
You want it given to you?
I got my gift from Home Depot.
Okay.
I didn't get
okay.
Girl Scout cookies. I didn't get cannabis. I didn't get...
You bake the best cookies in the world. Why do you need Girl
I'm not
Scout
going to
cookies?
eat them. I just want to be given them. You're missing the whole point.
If anybody out there has a swag bag they want to donate to Chris, please stop by
I got
the
a
booth.
bracelet. I got beads from the mayor. I've got a little thing building here. It's not quite complete.
I don't know. I don't know, people.
GBTC, Give Back to Chris. Let's make that a thing.
I'm just here alongside of him for eye candy,
It's
I
like
guess.
fetch. It's not going to happen, isn't it? Okay, Free Mom Hugs. Free Mom Hugs is a nonprofit founded by Sarah Cunningham, a mother in conservative Oklahoma. After her son Parker came out to her, she realized she needed to reevaluate her beliefs about those in the LGBTQIA+ community. In 2015, her journey took her to the Oklahoma City Pride Festival, where she wore a homemade Free Mom Hugs button. From those first hugs, this has grown to a nationwide movement that supports, celebrates, and hugs those in the LGBTQIA+ community. And by the way, you don't need to be a mom to join. Stop by their booth at the festival today.
A lot of people in Oklahoma need to reevaluate their stance on homosexuality. I'm just saying. I've been there. And free dad hugs as well.
That's new.
That's a different group, yes, but just as important. Okay. Now we have
Yeah, okay, we have somebody.
the workers.
Trans rights are human rights, absolutely.
Oh, is this the California Department of Transportation? Is thrilled to take part in this year's Fresno Pride Parade. Caltrans District 6 covers 5 counties, spans from Chowchilla to the Grapevine, and maintains over 2,000 miles. They work diligently to keep California moving safely and efficiently. So when you see them on the street and on the road, slow for the cone zone.
Okay, this is Nicole Kastek with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, Nicole and her team are there. I think you just have to say their names. Okay. We're going to get back at them for this. We are really going to get back at them for this. California Pride Law. No number. Marry me.
Central Valley Pride Law Association. This is their first LGBT band association, founded in 2022. They provide community, unity, and professional support to LGBTQ and allied attorneys, legal professionals, and activists in the Central Valley.
Marry Me is in her cute little pink car. That was Talia. She is a civil minister that proudly serves our LGBTQ plus community. She's a traveling minister, which means she goes to you to perform a marriage or a quinceañera. Let's give it up for the Marry Me Wedding Chapel.
Now coming up here, we have Fresno Peace Groups. This entry represents the Fresno Peace Groups: Peace Fresno, Fresno Center for Nonviolence, Veterans for Peace, and Women's International League for Peace and Freedom. Their groups collectively advocate for peace, justice, dignity, and human rights for all people without discrimination.
Liberation from Stonewall to Gaza.
Trump as Chupacabra.
Peace Fresno, their name says it all.
Absolutely. Clockwork Spires. 74.
Fresno Foam Fighting Coalition. The Fresno Foam Fighting Coalition is a collaborative front between two different live-action role-playing. Okay, there's a fight going on in Fresno.
Well, that's the foam fighting.
Oh, okay. And foam fighting sports groups. The Amped Guard LARP group, Clockwork Spires, and the Bellegarth LARP group, Sun Spear.
Not at all what I thought it was going to be when they said foam fighting party.
Oh, my God, a mannequin. They've got a mannequin.
But she's beating her.
All right, well, that's a... Oh.
Atta girl, go, go!
Okay.
I thought it would be something with foam.
RH Community Builders is committed to building strong and vibrant communities. Their mission is to empower individuals and families to achieve their full potential by providing access to affordable housing, supportive services, and community resources. They believe that everyone deserves a safe and stable place to call home, and that by working together we can create a more equitable and just society. They are dedicated to fostering a sense of community and belonging, and to promoting social and economic mobility for all residents. Through their partnerships with local organizations and stakeholders, they strive to create sustainable and inclusive communities that are resilient and thriving. Trans people will always exist is her t-shirt. There you go, and here another, okay. Okay, see, there's another one right here. Yeah.
Oh, that's harmless. That's a seahorse.
Is that what that is?
It's a seahorse.
Oh, well, I can see the human's face. That's not too bad.
This is the Mighty Community Advocacy. Is a nonprofit founded and headquartered in Fresno. Mighty supports youth and pregnant youth with double doula services, care management, whole person wellness, and community building. Mighty is led by BIPOC, queer, and disabled people.
And then this is Power California Action, a youth-led movement fighting for California that cares for all of us.
You gotta love the succinct biographies that they give us.
Oh, it'll be more succinct next year, I guarantee it. And I can't see their numbers, so I don't know who this is.
Well, it says, let my people love.
You know, this keeps us on our toes.
It does. It keeps us thinking.
There's some stilts coming up the
Now
street
see, there's
here.
somebody smart. 85 right on the front of their float.
Imagine that. Imagine that. That's the California Department of Transportation. Which
Well, that's what I thought was there earlier.
Okay, well, we have already announced them, but here they are. Maybe they're just transporting twice.
If you have a suggestion for a road that needs to be repaired, give them a call.
Yeah. Okay, the stilts are. That's okay. See, I can deal
Stilts
with
are
the
good.
stilts.
Stilts are good.
So again, the California Department of Transportation is thrilled to take part in Fresno's Pride. Caltrans District 6 covers 5 counties, spans from Chowchilla to the Grapevine, and maintains over 2,000 miles. They work diligently to keep California moving safely and efficiently. So when you see them on the road, slow down for the cone zone. I read recently that not just Caltrans workers, but all workers across the country that do the same kind of work there's a high percentage of people that are killed just because they're standing on the road and people are zooming past.
Oh, yeah. Well, now the California Highway Patrol has those 2 new Dodge Durangos. They're out there kind of undercover going after speeding tickets. I'd like to see them on the 41 going north in the morning.
This dog is excited. He's been excited all day.
This dog is very happy. Pupper.
Okay, 86 is the Fresno Police Department. The Fresno Police Department is proud to participate in the 2025 Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade for the 2nd consecutive year. Their involvement reflects their ongoing commitment to fostering trust, inclusion, and collaboration with all members of our community. They are honored to stand in support of our LGBTQ plus community members. By showing up, listening, and engaging, they continue working toward a safer, more united city where every individual feels safe, seen, valued, and protected. And
easy now, settle down, settle down. Glamazon is an Amazon Affinity Group employee network for anyone interested in LGBTQIA issues and events, meetings, and information. All are welcome. They invite all Amazonians to join them in a community focused on love and gender identities outside the heterosexual cisgender default.
I'm right here.
The local Glamazon chapter consists of 3 different buildings in the local Central Valley. They thank all Glamazonians for coming out to this event. Let's go, Glamazon!
All right, following them,
the Tower District Rotary
Club of Fresno began in 2022 and was officially chartered in January of 23. Their vision was to reinvent a Rotary Club that was consistent with the diversity and uniqueness of the Tower District, its residents, employees, and visitors. Their mission is to create lasting change by addressing the unique needs of our neighborhood, promoting enrichment and inspiring the next generation. If you're interested, please contact them via Instagram at Tower District Rotary or at towerdistrictrotary.org. This is the Queer Hmong Intersectional Pride.
The Queer Hmong Intersectional Pride, or QUIP, is a program within Hmong Innovating Politics. It's a space for all radical trans, queer, Hmong, Southeast Asians who center radical welcoming, healing, justice, and joy.
Look at this beautiful contingent.
Gorgeous, gorgeous group.
We have all kinds of queer groups in Fresno and the Central Valley, and it's important that we know that it's not just about one group or the other. We all have our individual needs and communities, and we all come out for each other.
And we all have a desire just to be accepted and loved for who we are. Republic Services coming through right now. Republic Services, your local trash, recycling, and organics hauler. At Republic, they celebrate a workforce and workplace where everyone feels safe, respected, and appreciated. They are committed to fostering an environment that's positive, inclusive, and empowering for all. Republic Services, sustainability in action. Happy Pride.
All right, I think we're getting close to the end, but I have no idea because
the
numbers have not been anywhere near in order.
We'll hold a class next year on how to place your placard in the window so we can read and know who you are.
Yeah, I think we should be in charge of signage next year, absolutely. Is this 94? This is Department of State Hospitals Coalinga. Department of State Hospitals Coalinga Pride Awareness Committee is participating for the first time. DSH/C Pride Awareness Committee, a small but mighty contingent, works to provide education and support to their employees about LGBTQIA issues to assist them with meeting the needs of the patients they serve. And then we have the Youth Leadership Institute.
The Youth Leadership Institute builds communities where young people and their adult allies come together to create positive community change that promotes social justice and racial equality and equity. They serve young people between the ages of 14 to 24 years old in programs from advocacy campaigns to underage alcohol and marijuana prevention. They have been serving the youth in Fresno for more than 20 years. For more information, visit yli.org.
Yay for Youth Leadership Institute.
And now we have WestCare.
I'm sure we do.
Somewhere.
I don't see a number, but. Well, we know WestCare. They run the living room here in Fresno. They're a huge advocate and work for HIV awareness and health. They just moved recently out to the airport area from the Tower District, but they've been around for many, many years.
With our good friend Jess
With our
Escovel.
good friend Jess.
They also help put on the Fresno AIDS Walk every year.
Yeah, the
great
Fresno AIDS
resource.
Walk is coming up. That's is it in October again this
Yes.
year? I don't know.
It's a great resource for services for everyone.
Okay, I don't even have this number, but okay.
This is part of the living room in WestCare.
Well, it's not according to my list, but who am I? Great truck, Stonewall Riots. This is the 56th anniversary. Happened in 1969. It got all of this stuff going. The first Pride Parade, called the what was it?
Christopher Street
Liberation Day.
Yes.
It was it was the Christopher Street Liberation Day March on June 28, 1970 in New York City. That was the very first Pride Parade, so to speak.
That
And it
marked
is-
the first anniversary of the Stonewall Riot.
Okay, now we have Splash. Splash continues to strive for a safe, inclusive environment. They want to be the space where everyone will be welcomed and never judged. In these times, that's the hardest thing to find, acceptance. They will continue their work in the community to be the bar of choice, to go beyond customer expectations. When we stand together, we are an unstoppable force. This is Splash right here in the Tower District.
Oh, I'm gonna back to the middle and around again. I'm gonna be there to the end, 100%. Sweet love.
So I believe that was the last float. And by the way, Splash is one of only 2 queer bars left in Fresno. So
Yeah.
we don't have, and they're a great club. We were just there the other night after we went to see Margaret Cho at the Tower Theater,
Right.
which was a sold-out show, which was a fundraiser for this event.
Yes, it was, and it was a great time.
All right, you guys, so that concludes the Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade and Festival, the 35th annual. We thank you for joining us. This video will be available online in the next couple of days, and we will share it across all our social media platforms. So if you didn't get to see it, you can, or you can want to watch it again and watch us stumble through this whole thing, you can watch again.
Thank you guys for joining us. We had a great time. We hope you did too. And thank you, CMAC, for all the assistance. You guys have a wonderful
wait a minute.
day.
Let's
we'll
talk
see
about
you at the
CMAC for a
festival.
minute. CMAC is a place where anyone can learn how to use media to tell their stories. Whether you want to make a podcast, start a YouTube channel, create a short film, or produce a documentary, CMAC has the tools and resources to help you do that. They are a membership-based organization. For as low as $40 a year, you can gain access to training, equipment, and professional staff support to create whatever you want. We love CMAC. They do this every year, and we will see you again next year. Happy Pride.
Happy
Go to
Pride,
the festival.
everybody. Let's get a cocktail.
Let's.
Bye-bye.